Good evening and morning, everyone. And my name is Elizabeth Yishu. It's my honor to participate in GYC 2022. And I'm delighted to be here to present my opinions about AI art and the future of humankind. To begin with, let's imagine a scene like this. When you walk into a gallery, so many sculptures and paintings are caught in your eyes. They're so fascinated that you just keep admiring with them without moving a step. Suddenly, you find a label that introduces a painting. This is created by AI. Will you shock at the sight? As we all know, art always plays a vital part in our daily life. So many artists extract their feelings or ideas and then convey them to us through their artworks. Nowadays, the AI art, which has developed rapidly, is no longer to just simply draw a picture, but has the ability to create a true artwork for us. Sometimes it can even do better than us. Isn't it an amazing thing that we haven't seen so far? Actually, I think AI art offers so many benefits for us. Firstly, it interprets artistic beauty from another perspective. A lot of people like its unique and fancy art style. More importantly, it can promote economic growth and bring a lot of profits to us. That's why there are more and more galleries are willing to exhibit and sell artworks created by AI. For example, in October 2019, the portrait of Edmond de Bellamy created by AI was auctioned off for $350,000, which is really a high price. And however, there are still some arguments about AI art. First of all, people are scared of its ability, so they worry about that it will take artists' place, and that means so many people are going to lose their jobs. Besides, AI art has aroused a widespread discussion about whether it belongs to art or not. So a lot of people refuse to accept it. In my opinion, AI art is just a tool for human, and it can help us to alter this world better and better. Just like when photography technology was born, a great number of people thought paintings would fade away. However, this didn't happen nowadays. In other words, that means we don't need to worry too much about AI art because we need to be confident about ourselves that we can handle it. Approach to develop it in a proper way should be cooperating. I think the artist So Chang is doing very well. She takes advantage of machine arms to create sculptures and paintings. As a result, she creates wonderful things for us. This world is developing every day, every moment, and every time. As for human, we cannot stop but to follow. I think AI art's future is bright and shine as long as we use it properly. Let's treat it with an optimistic attitude and encourage its development. This is all. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for that excellent presentation. Your first question now will come to you from Principal George Vanderkerk.
So that was great. Sorry, we have the same echo problem again. There we go. So that gives you a chance to kind of gather your thoughts. And Elizabeth, that was great. I'm really interested in this because I do some art myself, and you kind of wonder. And by the way, I saw in the 1980s, I saw a machine that actually did art, and that art was being sold. So this is not new, and but it does talk about creativity and emotion, and of course, do you think that AI can actually have an emotional component to its art?
Thank you for your question, sir. I think, in my opinion, just in my opinion, I think AI art cannot do the step right now, but we can't just see a part of a picture. We need to have a broader horizon that we should expect that maybe some days it can do that. But I think it's really hard for it because the emotion and some ideas, they just come from human ourselves. And as for AI, it just uses the big data and something from our humans history and something from came out from our humans brains, and he takes advantage of it to create. But actually I'm a little bit scared about it. Is if it can emotionally express itself and or it owns its own brain, and I think maybe that will be the end of this world, and it's just my opinion. Thank you.
That's a great answer. A great answer. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Great question, great answer. And your second question, Elizabeth, will come to you from Ms. Kelly Schultz.
Hello, thank you, Elizabeth. Great presentation. And I very much appreciate your thoughts and bringing the AI into the arts. I'm very passionate about the arts, so it's been nice to read along and hear you speak about this. My question, I guess, for you is with the broader arts. You talked about paintings and whatnot, but how can AI play a broader role, and is there a broader role for AI in the broader arts and theater and music and things like that? Do you see a way for AI to either enhance or take away from the other humanities?
I think that's a very good question, and let me think. I think AI, it creates this artworks, it creates music, and it just comes from its self deep learning. And I think I didn't catch the point of your opinion, and maybe could you please repeat that?
Sure. I'm just wondering how you think AI can play a role in some of the other arts. Is there something that we need to be concerned about as end users of that? Are we able to absorb how this AI is pushing out some of these the different art? And do you think we're ready to handle AI in some of these other ways?
I think we need to find a balance point about the humans artwork and the AI's artworks. Sometimes we think AI stole some ideas from human, but I think it's a good thing too. When AI art came out, and I think it's a completely new angle of this perspective. We can find and learn something again from AI itself. And I think we can solve it perfect, not perfectly, but I think we have that kind of ability to solve it, because human is human and the machine is machine. And all in all, we create the history, not the machine, and we create the machine. And that's all. Thank you.